Good day everyone, I am Karen J. Baca and I am one of the member of Group 6. So today we will be shading Venn diagram with 3 sets. So as what you've noticed in my visual aid, I already make Venn diagram because I'm not really good in making lines, drawing circle, so I made it already to make it more presentable. So since I am the first presenter of our group, my task is to report the not A, B, and C. So we will be shading Venn diagram using this set. So how to get the intersection of not A, B, and C? So first, to get this, us first do the B and C. So let us shade first the B. So let us shade everything in circle B. So B. So we're done shading the B. Now let's shade C. So C. Everything in circle C. Let's shade. Now we're done shading the B and C. So since the given there tell us what is the intersection of B and C. So what is intersection? So intersection is the common shaded part of the two Venn diagram. So if we try to look between these two Venn diagram, so what is the common shaded part of these two diagrams? So what region of these two Venn diagram have its common shaded part? So, the common shaded part of these two Venn diagram is, this will be dancer. So, this is the common shaded part of B. So, this is the set B and C. So, this is the set C. So, the common shaded part of these two Venn diagram is this. So, this is the B, and C. Since we're done getting the B and C, now let's get the A prime. So A prime means not A. So not A means let us shade everything in the Venn diagram excluding A. So let us shade everything outside the circle A. So outside in the circle A. So this is not A. So everything outside the circle A. So let us shade. So this is the not A. So everything in outside the circle A. So now we're done shading the knot A. Now let's get the intersection of knot A and B and C. So, but before that, let's put B and C near knot A so that when we compare the two Venn diagram, so it will be more understandable. So, let's put it here, the B and C. So, this is the B and C. B and C. So, this is the B and C. Now, it is stated there in the given set, what is the intersection of knot A, B, and C? So, again, the intersection, it is the common shaded part of the two Venn diagram. So, the common shaded part of knot A, B, and C. So, what is the common shaded part of these two Venn diagram? So, let us try to look the knot A Venn diagram. So, this is the shaded part. While the B and C, this is only the shaded part. So, if we combine these two Venn diagram, so let us try to look what is a common shaded part. So, what is the common shaded part? So, the common shaded part of these two Venn diagram, or the intersection of knot A, B, and C, this will be the answer. So, this is the common shaded part of knot A, B, and C. Why? So, if we try to look in A, so this is the common shaded part, and the B and C, this is the only shaded part. So, in knot A, this is only the shaded part, which it is similar in B and C. So, if we try to combine these two Venn diagram, the common shaded part will be in this region. So, this region. So, this is the final answer. So, this will be the knot A and B and C. So, this is the final answer. I hope you understand everything about my report, and now I will give the floor to the next presenter.
Good day, ma'am. I am K. Audrey A. Banda, and I am tasked to shade the second one, the union of C minus B complement and A complement. So the first step that we are going to do is to subtract B from C. Since it is in a parenthesis, so it means that it's the first thing to do. So now let's make first the two diagram. So for C, we are going to shade the C region with color blue. And the second diagram, we are going to shade the B region with yellow. Now that we already determine and shade the C and B region, we will proceed to subtracting. We will subtract B from C. So here is the C and here is the B. So what we are going to do is to remove the B. And that includes removing region where the B and C intersect, which is the region that is colored green. And this is the diagram when you subtract B from C or C minus B. But it has a complement. So when it is a complement, you are going to shade everything that is not shaded on the last diagram. So when we do complement, it's like this. You see the difference? So now we have the C minus B complement. So let's move to the second step, which is the union of C minus B complement and A complement. So the thing that we need is the A complement. Since it is a complement, we need to shade everything outside A. So now that we already shaded the two diagram, let's proceed to the union. So union, it means shading everything. First is we're gonna shade C minus B complement. And then, we are going to add the A complement. And here it is. So let me adjust the U and the size so that you can see it clearly. And this is the result of the union of C minus B complement and A complement. So the things that I want you to remember is the complement and union. When you say complement, you are going to shade everything outside the given region. And when you say union, it is shading everything. So that would be all. Thank you. This is K. Audrey A. Banda reporting.
Good day everyone, I am Lalaine and today I will be shading 3 sets in a statement A prime union B prime minus C prime. So let us proceed with the A prime. So when we say A prime, it is the complement of A or everything outside A. So we will be shading everything outside A, and that would be the universal set, the B, and the C. So this would be our A prime. So let's proceed with the second statement, which is the B prime. So B prime states that it is the complement of B or everything outside B. So we will be shading everything outside B. So that's B prime. So since we are looking for the union, and union are set of elements that are either in A or in B or in both sets. So we will be shading everything in A and in B. And I mean in B prime, A prime, union B prime. So that would be So this would be the union of E prime and B prime. So let us proceed with our second step, which is the difference of this statement with the C prime. So we will first look for the C prime. So C prime are complement of C or everything outside C. So we will be shading everything outside C. And that would be the universal set, the set of A and the B. So this would be the C prime. And since we are looking for the difference of E prime union B prime and the C prime, so we will just copy the A union B prime because we already got this. So, and to come up with the final answer, so we are looking for their difference. So difference are set of elements, of all elements that are in A but not in B. So we will be shading everything that is in this but not in the C prime. So the shaded part that can be found here which is not here. So that would be this region here. And also in the C. So since the shaded part here, which cannot be found here, since it is different. So therefore, our final answer would this. We have the A prime union B prime minus C prime. So thank you for listening. I hope you learned something.
So good day everyone, my name is Marmanet Claire Milano and I am going to answer this set problem A minus C union A complement intersects B complement. So we're going to solve this set problem through shading a Venn diagram using a one universal set. So this is our set problem here and we are going to find first the difference between set A and set C. So step 1, set A and set C. So this is set A. And this is set C. So we can now subtract set C from set A. But as you can see, set A and set C, so this part of set A here is already in set C. So we will exclude it in shading. So that will leave this part. So this will leave. So this will be our A minus C. So we will proceed now to our next step, which is to find the union between set A minus C and set A complement. So we already had our set A minus C earlier from our first step here. So we just need to copy it here for us to be guided. And then we will find A complement. So when we say A complement, everything outside set A will be shaded. So everything outside set A is here. So this will be our set A complement. So we will have to find the union between set A minus C and set A complement. So we will have, so we need to combine the shaded part of the two sets. So now this is our A minus C union A complement.
So for our next step, we will find the intersection between set A minus C union A complement and set B complement. So this set is from our previous step, this one. So we need to copy it here. And then our B complement. So same thing we did in A complement. So this is set B, so we need to shade everything outside set B. So now we will intersect these two sets and find the shaded part which the two sets have in common. So we will have this one. So these are the shaded part the two sets have in common. So this is now our final answer for our set problem A minus C union A complement intersects B complement.
Good day everyone, I am Michael Charon and I am going to report about the fifth problem, which is about A prime intersect B minus C prime union C prime minus B. So for the first step, let's going to shade or find first the A prime. So A prime is all of the sets and universal sets except A. So this is our A prime. So we should shade all of the sets here except A. So we should shade here. So here, we shade everything in the universal set except the A because it is called the A prime. For our second step is we're going to find or solve B. So B is all of the sets that we can see in letter B. So this is our B. So we should set everything here. So this is our B, the shaded area. So this is the B. So for the next and the third step is we're going to find A prime intersect B. So to find it, we need to look at the first two Venn diagram. So we need to find their similarities. So what are the similarities that we can see in the first two Venn diagram? So this area, the moon-shaped area here is their similarities. So for that, we need to shade here because this area is their similarities. So to find A prime intersect B, we need to shade this area since this area is there are similarities of the first two Venn diagram. So this is now our A prime intersect B. So for the next and the fourth step is we should going to find the C prime. So the C prime is all of the sets in universal sets except C. So in this Venn diagram, we need to shade everything here except C. So our C is this circle. So we need to shade outside this circle. Everything outside this circle. So here, this is our C prime. So for our next step is we're going to find A prime intersect B minus C prime. So for that, we are going to evaluate what are in A prime intersect B that we cannot see in C prime. So this area. So unsa kunoy makita nga gishadean sa A prime intersect B nga wala gishadean sa C prime. So mauni nga area. So to answer A prime intersect B minus C prime, we also need to shade this area. So this is now our B minus C prime. So let's move forward for the C prime minus B. So first, let's going to find first the C prime. So C prime is all of the sets in universal sets except C. So this is our C. So we need to shade everything here except C. We need to shade everything that is outside the circle C. So this is now our C prime. So next is we're going to find B. So B is all of the sets that we can find inside B. So this is our B, so we need to shade everything inside here. So this is now our B. So for now, we are going to find C prime minus B. So for that, we are going to evaluate what are in C prime that we cannot see in B. No, so unsay shaded area sa A prime nga wala gishadean sa B. So that means this area. No, so this area gishadean ania, so diri wala. So mauni ang ato ang C prime minus B. So mag-shade ta ania nga Venn diagram. So this is now our C prime minus B. And now, since we are finished shading each set step by step, we are going to find now the final answer. So we should evaluate or unite the A prime intersect B minus C prime union C prime minus B. So we should evaluate first what are the shaded area in A prime minus intersect B minus C prime. So this is our A prime intersect B minus C prime. So this is the shaded area. So here we should also shade this area similar to this. And the next is we are going to evaluate what are the shaded area in C prime minus B. So this is our C prime minus B and this is the shaded area. So we are also going to shade this area similar to this. Because It is said in our problem that we should unite or mix the shaded area in A prime intersect B minus C prime and the shaded area in C prime minus D. So let's now shade the areas. So this is now our A prime intersect B minus C prime union C prime minus B. So this is our final answer. So that would be all. Thank you for watching.
Good day everyone. So today I'm going to discuss to you on how to shade the sets B prime union A minus C prime union A prime and prime on a Venn diagram. So I prepared all the Venn diagrams that we are needed in solving these sets. Without further ado, let's get started. So now we are going to solve these sets on a Venn diagram. So step 1. This is the step 1. Step 1. We are going to find A minus C prime. So first we are going to find the A. So A is all the sets that we can be found in set A. So we are going to shade this area. All of this. So, we are now finished on shading set A. Let's go to finding set C prime. So, C prime is all of the sets, elements in a universal set that are not in C. So, we are going to shade all of this except C. So we are done in C prime. Next, we are going to find the A minus C prime. So, A minus C prime is all of the shaded area, all of the sets that we can found in A, set A, that are not in set C. So, let's take a look. What are the the shaded area in set A that are not in set C prime. So, this area. So, we're going to shade that area here. So, this is the A minus C prime. Next, we are going to jump into the step 2. Step 2. Which is, we are going to find the B prime. So B prime is all of the sets elements that are in universal set that we can be found B. So we are going to shade these areas, all of the sets except for B. So this is the B prime. So we are done in B prime. Next, we are going to find B prime union A minus C prime. This is step 3. So, B prime union A minus C prime is all of the shaded sets in B prime. We are going to unite or mix it into the shaded sets of A minus C prime. So, take a look to the B prime. This is the shaded sets, shaded areas of B prime. Next is A minus C prime. So this is the shaded area. So let's go to shade this area. this is the shaded area of the sets B prime union A minus C prime. So next, we are going to jump into the step 4, which we are going to find the A prime and prime. So first, we are going to find the A prime. So A prime is all of the sets in a given universal sets that are not in A. So we are going to shade this region except all of the universal sets except A. Okay. We're going to shade this except A. So this is shade. So this is the A prime. So we are now done in A prime. So we are going to, so next is the A prime and prime. So A prime and prime, this is the area that we cannot found in A prime. So let's take a look. This is the area that we cannot found in A prime. So this is what we call A prime and prime. This is the A prime and prime. Next, we are going to solve the final answer. Final answer, which is the step 5. The final answer of this sets. We are going to find the B prime union A minus C prime union A prime and prime. So we are going to mix or unite all of the shaded areas of B prime, A minus C prime, and also A prime and prime. So first we are going to shade B prime. So B prime is of the sets elements in a given universal sets except for B. So this is the B prime. All of the universal elements except for B. are not going to shade B sets. So, this is the B prime. Next, let's take a look to A minus C prime. So, we are going to shade this area because it is the A minus C prime. Next is we're going to shade the A prime and prime. So this is the area of A prime and prime. We're going to shade all of this set A. So, finally, this is the final and the shaded area of this set B prime union A minus C prime union A prime and prime. I hope you learned something. Thank you and God bless.
Good day everyone, my name is Joshella Sumailo. I will discuss by assigned problem set using Venn diagram. The problem is set B minus open bracket, open parenthesis, B complement intersect with A, close parenthesis, complement, then intersect with B, intersect with A, close parenthesis, complement, close bracket. In this kind of problem set, we need to solve what is inside. We need to solve first what is inside in the bracket, like this one. We need to solve first this. So we need to find B complement. So this is B complement. When we say B complement, we need to shade everything outside the circle B. So we need to shade this part outside the circle B. Shade, shade, shade. Alright, it looks like this. So B complement. Next, we need to shade set A. So set A, need to shade everything in circle A. So this one. Here, we need to shade this. So let's shade. Like that. And it says B complement intersect with A. So need to find the intersect of these two. So when we say intersect, where B complement and A collide, or where they are the same. So they're the same in this region, this shaded part. So we need to shade this one. This is B complement intersect with A. So after that, okay, this one. After that, there is a complement outside the parentheses. So we need to find the complement of this. So complement, what is outside of this? So circle everything outside this circle. So this. Like that. So we get this one. So after that, we need to solve this. So set B and set A. So let's shade set B and set A. So set A, set B. So we need to find first, shade first the set A. So we need to shade the circle A. Everything in circle A. Next, set B. You need to shade also everything inside in circle B. Like this. After that, it says that B intersect with A. So when B and A collide, or they collide, so they collide in this region. So we shade this intersect here. This. Like. Next we have also B intersect with A close parenthesis with a complement. So when we say complement, everything outside in B intersect with A. So outside of this one. So we shade this. This shade. Everything outside in B interact with A. It look like this. So we're done solving this too. So we need to interact this two. So we need to copy this and this. We just need to copy this. And also we need to copy this one here. So shade. It says that B complement intersect with A close parenthesis complement interact with this. So let's see what they interact. So let's shade this one. They are interacting this intersection. So see this, they are not intersect. This one not. They are intersect. So the shade is part. Then it looks like this. Pen parentheses B complement intersect with A close parentheses complement intersect with B intersect with A close parentheses complement. So let's move to step 4. We need to find B, step B. So we need to shade circle B. All in circle B. Okay, let's look like this. So also we need to copy this one here. Step 4 it says B set B minus this set. So B minus B complement intersect with A close parentheses complement intersect with B intersect with A close parentheses complement. So what is in B and not but not in this region, in this Venn diagram? So let's find. So this is what is in B but not in this Venn diagram. So here, so we need to shade here. So the final answer of B minus open bracket close open parentheses B complement intersect with A close parentheses complement intersect with B intersect with A close parentheses complement close bracket is this here. So the final answer. That would be all. Thank you.